Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Mike, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Hope you all are doing well. Oh, thanks, my bro. Appreciate it. Keith, what's up? Yeah, I'm growing the stash out. I need to shave this tomorrow morning, but my wife wants me to be Ted Lasso for Halloween. So growing the stash out. Got to get the comb over going a little bit more, but yeah, we're making it happen. Keith, what's up, bro? Lori, hello, what's going on? Tracy, good to see you. YouTube isn't working. Sean, there's a few people on YouTube right now. I think Lori, Tracy are on YouTube. Randy, what's going on, my man? Demetrius, hello. Good to see all of you. Happy Wednesday. Kyle, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Jason, hello. John Michael, what's going on, my brother? Get the side curls to the stash. I know, that'd be so awesome. But I need to shave the rest of my face so it pops more. Darla, hello. Jared, what's going on, my brother? Joel, what's going on, man? Yeah, I saw your text today, Joel. So if you invested in the first round, then you have your shares. It's in the cap table. I'll just throw this up real quick. We're going to actually talk about this tonight, the different mechanisms, but some people still waiting on their shares. First round, you have them. They're in the cap table. There's no way for us to visualize until the app's done. If it's from WeFunder, then it's held in WeFunder on WeFunder's portal. It's a convertible note. And then we'll talk about the mechanics of this next raise here in a second. Can't stay because of work. All good, John Michael. Yeah, have a good rest of your night, man. Bro, I grew a whole beard. Nice. Love that, man. Hugh, what's going on, my brother? Good to see you. We're going to the moon. I got to send you and Darla an invite for this weekend so we can chat. Corey, what's up? How's hunting? Are you hunting right now, Corey? What's going on? Are you wanting to go hunting? I'm showing the app tonight, guys. I figured out how to share my screen with the app. So, Joel, thanks, brother. Yeah, so my wife wants me to be Ted Lasso for Halloween this year. So I'm growing the stash out, growing the hair out a little bit so I can get a little bit better comb over. But it's coming. How long have to wait to convert that note for WeFunder? Well, we have 2 years to convert it. But when we're ready, we'll so how a convertible note works is this debt that converts into equity. So everybody that invested in that round is guaranteed, I think it's a 7 or 8% interest rate on that money. But we'll convert it to equity here probably next quarter or something like that. Eric, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Pops, rocket ships to the moon. Been a while. Jeff, welcome, man. Glad you're here. Gonna give it a few more minutes. We have people coming in, but I'm showing the app tonight, at least some of it. The engineers still have quite a bit of work to do over the next 2-3 days, but we're gonna show it. Steven, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. What's everyone drinking tonight? What is the beverage of choice for the Stonks OGs? Gonna give it a few more minutes. I'm actually letting my computer charge a little bit too. I only have 2 spots on my computer, and my computer's almost dead, but I want to be able to show the app tonight, but I have to plug it in. Hot tea, fantastic choice. It's always a good nightcap. Same old sweet tea. Man, I love so my body, half my body, I went to school in the South, in Lynchburg, Virginia. But yeah, half this body of a god is made by sweet tea. I love it. 11 a.m. here. Tracy, where are you at? Oh, Larry, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Red's Wicked Apple at the moment. Nice, Jeff. That sounds great. Carlo, what's going on, my man? Good to see you. Hope iOS doesn't drag their ass like they did with SafeMoon wallet launch. No, they won't. And is anybody still owning Shiba? Shibu? Sheeb? However you want to say it? Coke, but I'm smoking as usual. That's what I like to hear, Sean. South Australia, that's right. That's right. Yeah, no alcohol yet, Tracy. Pre-workout honey badger. Nice. Right on. Well, all right, guys. I never bought. Yeah, no, I didn't either. So I'm first rounder. Ambassador program, is that good? Mike, yes, we're actually going to only have 5,000 ambassadors, period. And so it's going to be, we want to keep it an exclusive OG Stonks membership. So yeah, I hear you, Kyle. 10 million Sheeb to the moon. 10 cents for Sheeb. Going to 10 cents, especially if Elon keeps on pumping it. Coors, nice. Coors and Fireball. You doing them together? Kyle? Okay, so gonna give it a few minutes for my computer to charge a little bit more. Hodl forever on Shiba. Yes, sir. Love that. 7.5 million shares on Shiba and Moon. Just on end holding. Okay, good. Sucker nothing, bro. SafeMoon getting ready to rock it. You know it. SafeMoon to $1. 20 million Sheeb. Nice. Shots and chasing. Coors Light is a fantastic chaser, I will say. I'm drinking a little Eagle Rare today to celebrate how close we are to this app launch. So, got a little Eagle Rare. I can only sip on it, though, because I don't know when I'll be able to find another bottle. I have an unopened one, the cabinet, but I've been dragging ass and have 1-year-old. Can we still get in on the ambassador? Oh, Drew, for sure. Yeah, ambassador's not open or not closed yet. So, yeah, if you want to get on the ambassador program, yeah, that's for sure still available. But we are going to make it limited. So we're going to do it 5,000 ambassadors, membership, Stonks members. Probably come up with a cool name here pretty soon. But yeah, I'll find you more Eagle Rare. Oh, Keith, my man, if you can find me more Eagle Rare, man, that'd be awesome. The allocation in Iowa is bad. And so, yeah, I got my Blaytons, got my Taylor, which hasn't been opened yet. Found a Buffalo Trace, but my Elmer T. Lee, this is when my Elmer T. This is the only bottle I've ever seen in person. I found it in South Dakota. Yeah, we're going to be popping that bottle on a live stream when we hit 100,000 users. So, okay, everybody, let's get started. Let's actually get started with share. I'm going to share the app with you guys. Let me unplug my computer real quick. Let me unplug my computer. We're going to have to move fast because I only got like 20% on my computer. Let's see if this works. I just tested it. Oh, here we go. Okay, everybody, the app. Here it is. The engineers still have some work to do on it, but it will be ready to ship. That's not the app. That's my family. Okay. Fortunate. Am I back, guys? I don't know what's going on. If I'm back, let me know. Okay, sorry guys. Is my face frozen by any chance? I think my screen's frozen. I don't know what's going on and how that happened. Okay, the app went to the moon. I don't know why this split screen is still up. Let me go on my YouTube and find out what happened here. Okay, I don't know what happened. Okay, I'll give my computer a few more minutes to charge before I show you guys the app. Sorry about that. Is it still glitching? Okay, let's see if that works. Sorry about that, everybody. Frank, what's going on, man? Mainstream, and now is the right time for you to start getting involved, investing through. Frank, are you trolling? Frank, are you trolling our live stream, bro? Dr. B, what's up, ma'am? Okay, here we go. So first, while the computer charges a bit more, I thought I had more juice than that, but we'll give it some time. So let me guys give you a timeline. So the app is near close. I'll show you guys now towards the end of the presentation or of our conversation. From Port Townsend, nice. Haven't been there a long time. So how the rollout's going to go on October 19th, we'll be set with limited lives. So we're shipping the app to Alpaca this weekend. They're going to go through the technical workflow to make sure it's in compliance with the SEC. And then they say, yes, we open up limited live. I have a list of you, the 35 that want to test it out. And so what that's going to look like is $2,000 into the Stonks app. I almost said Robinhood. How disgusting would that be? $2,000 into the Stonks app. That way margin will be enabled. All accounts are margin enabled. That is an awesome service that we're able to offer. So all accounts are margin enabled, but to use margin, the SEC requires $2,000 in the brokerage account. So the first 35, I'll be one of them. Our team will be one of them, and then I got a good list of like 25 of you that have volunteered to be the first beta users on the app. So that beta, that limited live, will be a couple weeks, and then basically we have to pass some technical standards within the app with Alpaca as our broker dealer to meet FINRA and SEC compliance. Kale, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I am bringing back the porn stash from 73. And I have to shave this tomorrow morning, but my wife wants me to be Ted Lasso for Halloween this year. So working on the comb over, working on the stash right now. Rob, I will pop a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle when we hit 500,000 users for sure. So basically that limited live be 35. We have to clear it with the SEC and FINRA and Alpaca. Basically, we have to make sure that we can give everybody their documentation, so their tax documents and everything that is automated all through the app. And then once that happens, that's a couple weeks, then we're launching to everybody. And so unfortunately, we can't launch to 20,000 people on Tuesday because we have to make sure the app works. That will kill our company immediately if it doesn't work, obviously. Yeah, so we're super close to getting that done. And then I'll show you guys the app here in a sec once my computer charges a little bit more. Okay, so that is kind of what the next couple weeks look like. Also, what you'll see in the app, there's a waiting list for Stonks Money. And so Stonks Money will be our bank. Working with Galileo right now to finalize the contract, to get the APIs ready to plug into our app. And then we have to choose a bank to partner with. And so Galileo has 35 partner banks that we can choose from. It's just based on our use case. And so we want to be able to offer crypto eventually next year, in the early parts of next year. And so we'll probably have to go with a bank that allows for crypto within the platform. So like Bancor doesn't really allow; they don't have a system set up for it. So we'll have to choose our bank wisely, but we want to be thinking ahead on what type of bank we want to work with, because on our roadmap is having a crypto exchange and a wallet. The awesome thing about Galileo is they have technology to help us build a crypto wallet, and so that's what we're going to be doing as well. Dr. B asks, commercial banking coming? Yes, and so that's actually the next part of what we're going to talk about. This week and last week, been talking with the team about having like a Stonks for Business side of things as well. And so Stonks for Business would be having small business bank accounts, small business like loan products as well. Should be something that we can offer through the partner bank. And the reason why we're going to make it not a separate company, but a separate application, is because we may want to go with a different bank outside of Stonks, the regular Stonks app. And the reason for that is obviously if we go with a little bit bigger bank, we could probably offer more to small businesses. But it would be obviously same ecosystem owned by Stonks Trading, our company. But yeah, so small business is on the roadmap for sure, because I want to run my company through it, our company. I have friends that have software companies and whatnot, and so it'd be nice to be able to funnel all that and get all that assets under management within our ecosystem. Speaking to that, we're gonna be doubling. So I've been working through the numbers, the mechanics with the checking account. We're going to be offering a 1% checking account, and for our Stonks users. That's tricky to do because the Fed rate is like 17 basis points, and then we'll get a little kick from the bank as well. And so we're going to have to finagle that, but that's double what the closest savings account, interest-bearing savings account is, which is like 50 basis points, I think is the average. So that's coming. But third or fourth, maybe now. Yesterday, I talked to a company called RIA in a Box, and the company Stonks will be sitting for our registered investment advisor licensing, so that we can offer more offerings to our users. So, for example, we could have 3 savings account options, right? So the first being 1% interest-bearing account, which is good for the time being in the market. But then if we're a registered investment advisor, we can offer like a short-term savings account that savings account buys government bonds, and it gives us a 3% yield for the year. Or you can do a long-term savings account where we buy T-bills and bonds and some ETFs through PIMCO, for example, that would give us a 6% yield on that savings account. And so been working through that process right now. Talked with them yesterday. We have to determine if we want to be an internet investment advisor, a robo-advisor, which is probably what we'll lean to, because there's a lot less not laws, but we wouldn't have to register like we would in every single state, like a typical RIA brokerage does or an RIA firm does. So that's on the roadmap. There's a lot of stuff on the roadmap. Eventually I'm going to diagram this and go through it with everybody. But that would open up a lot of opportunities for us as a company to be able to offer like a Stonks ETF. So I talked with Galileo, who our contact at Galileo used to own an ETF firm. And so they would pump out ETFs. An ETF is like a hack to be publicly traded. So we could, if we're an RIA, we could put a Stonks ETF together, feature it on our platform, and it would be a publicly traded fund. And so that's something that I'd love to get done by Q2 of next year. But the RIA licensing takes 45 to 60 days, but it's about $4,000 in registration fees per state. And we'd have to register in all 50 states. So, but that's on the roadmap. That's coming. It's going to offer a lot of benefits for us as users, but then kind of reach other more safe investors as well, or more older money and whatnot that could just sit in our savings accounts, which we would make money, assets under management within the savings accounts. Okay, so now let's talk about the raise that we're going to do. Dr. B asks why we're selling the shares for $1, not $2.50. There's a few reasons for that. One, well, pretty much the main reason is for all the OGs out there, which is everybody on this call, and quite a few people were not able to get in on the WeFunder round. I gave my word that we would make it possible for everybody that wasn't able to get on the WeFunder round, or for the OGs, that we would do one more limited run of $1 per share offering. But we're going to limit that. We're only going to do about $300,000 worth of shares at $1 a pop, and then we're going to raise it to $2.50. The current state of our company, we're valued around 20 to 25 million. And that's before we launch anything. It's based on the amount of users that we have, based on the revenue from the ambassador program that keeps on growing on a daily basis, and then based on where we're at with our product. And the nice thing is fintech companies like ours, they trade and sell at a 35x multiple. And so based on all the factors that we have right now, we're positioned at about a 25 million valuation. So in saying that, we're going to launch a quick round where the OGs, other people within our platform, we're not advertising this anywhere. So it's one last opportunity for our community to get in at the $1 per share price. We're going to close that down at 300,000 shares, so $300,000. And then we're going to bump up. We're going to do another raise at the $2.50 mark. And so we'll open that up for about 3 weeks, which is about the time that I think we'll be able to fill that round. But then we're going to have to bump it up. So Dr. B, hope that answered your question about why $1. I wanted to give everybody one last opportunity to be able to invest at the $1 round before we bump it up. So the mechanism in which we're doing that, so we're using a platform called AngelList, which I wish I knew they had this offering before we launched the company. I did not know about this, but AngelList, pretty reputable company, very big. They've been around a long time. They have essentially we're putting a syndication together through them, which allows us to do an SPV. And so SPV stands for Special Purpose Vehicle. And so the SPV here is essentially what we'll run this round through. But they do everything for us, and they have a dashboard to where because it's going to be a per share basis, just like what we did for our first round, for our friends and family round. It's a per share basis. So you put $5,000 in, you get 5,000 shares. Here's the cool thing about AngelList, though, is the shares are tracked on the platform. So you get a stock certificate. They have it down pat, man. You get a stock certificate. But every year when we do like our annual accounting valuation, I think it's a 403A or something like that, that is docked onto AngelList. And you'll be able to see your shares increase in value based on the valuation every year. And it's completely handled right on the platform. And so it's pretty cool. It's a really cool tool. I'm just waiting to hear back from them. And then you'll have a dashboard that says how many shares you have. And it's instant too. It's an instant allocation. So how many shares you have, they're going to be plugged into the platform, and then they take care of all the accounting and legal work on the back end. And then what we're going to be able to do, we won't be able to show this to you today, but within your account profile in the app, we're going to be able to use an API into AngelList that pulls in your shares so they'll be able to visualize them on the app. For people that have shares already from the past, we'll have to manually do that. But on the AngelList side, that's going to be piped in. And then on the Republic side, we're going to be able to pipe that in as well. So everything will be able to be monitored right from there. Which is awesome. That sounds cool. ETF with the stonks, the people we want. That's right. Yeah, so the ETF is going to be awesome. Yeah, Mike, this round is secure. So we are trading dollars for shares. Yeah, so it's going to be a security, but it's done. Well, the mechanism is in an SPV, and then you'll have the subscription agreement, disclosures, everything before you invest into the round. Yeah, so completely trading dollars for shares, essentially, is what this round is. Yeah. So not a convertible note. It's an equity raise. So it's a price round at 10 million. And then we'll be able to offer that. Great question. Yep, Kyle, I'll send everybody that wants in on this. I'm waiting for AngelList to build the dashboard and the page. It's going through their security process right now, their compliance department. So basically what they have to do, they have to make sure I'm not a bad actor with the SEC, which I'm not, because we already have a filing there, obviously. But they have to do their due diligence on that end as well, which is completely understandable. Yeah, so if you guys want in, let me know. And when it's ready, it's a link. You click the link. It has you go through these forms in like a 3-question questionnaire. You put your money in, you have your shares. Okay, so let's try this one more time. I have 25% battery. We should be able to do this real quick, but if my computer craps out again, you'll know why, because I'm about to unplug it. I want to show you guys the app. Okay, we're doing it. Don't hold your breath. Okay, here we go. I didn't freeze. I just was looking down. Okay, that's off. That's on. Let's see if it works. Okay. Okay, so there we are. Hope you guys can still hear me okay. Okay, cool. Here we go, guys. Okay, so here. Well, that's a bummer. Hopefully I'm back. Am I back, guys? I have no idea why that is doing that. This is ridiculous. Jeez. That's dumb. Well, we'll give it a third try here in a few minutes. I don't know what's going on. It might be all the cameras. So what I'll do at the end is unplug the camera that I'm using here, keep my computer plugged in, and then we'll see if that works. So, well, that's a bummer and slightly embarrassing, but here we go. Eric, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. So any questions on the delivery method of this next round? Kind of like what's the plan for the next 3 months, 4 months with the company? Oh, I got another announcement for you guys here in a sec. Aren't you supposed to come prepared to the meeting? Our fearless leader. I am prepared. It was working before I got on. I actually tested it. But Sean, I'll record it, man, for sure. It was working. I don't know what's going on, but it's slightly annoying. But yeah, is there any questions about what we're up to? I want to buy some shares. Robert, I got you, man. Yeah, I'll send the link to everybody that wants it. That's a good question. Let me run. Randy asked, what's the date for the Android offering? Oh, so the date for the offering, it's going to be this week. So I'm just waiting to hear back from AngelList, which they said 48 hours, and that was yesterday. So I should hear back tomorrow for the equity raise. But yeah, here in the next day or so, and then I'll send a link to anybody that wants it, and I'll shoot out a text to everyone letting you know when it's ready. You got it, my friend, for sure. Robert, I got you. Yep, I'll send you the link when it's ready. Oh, sorry, Randy, I didn't answer your Android question. No clear date on Android yet, but it won't be too long. 45 days or so after the iOS version is done. We don't have to hire a completely new engineering team, but we'll need 2 more engineers for the Android side for sure. Tim, yes, sir. I'll get you more shares for sure. The private equity round will run for about 3 weeks. 4 weeks, we can push it to 4 weeks, but we got to bump that per share cost up to 250 sooner rather than later. So yeah, about 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. Obviously, if you Ben, you're an OG, you know it. But obviously, if you need a couple extra days, just let me know. We can work something out for sure. Are they sure about using RA money? Hugh, I'm not sure about that. It's a wire transfer, and so if you want to invest with your IRA, which is what Hugh is asking, call or email whoever runs your IRA, because I think you can still do it as long as they know where the money's going. And so, Hugh, you and I can talk about this on Saturday, but if you can reach out to that IRA, you should be able to wire money from an IRA to an like a startup fund or whatnot. But that's something you're going to want to check with your IRA provider. Carlo, yeah, you're still able to invite people for sure. Like, we're not going to shut that down. And I'll send you the link when the shares are ready for purchase. It should be in the next day or so. Yeah, and then Carlo, I think what you're asking also, you can invite people to this as well if you have friends that want to get in and they weren't able to get in last time. Yep, you got it. More for me too. Link when you can. Yep, you bet it for sure. I specifically account for WeFunder. Yeah, you should still be able to do it, Hugh. I believe it should just be a wire transfer, and it's tracked within the IRA. But yeah, let me check in on that also. Kyle, that's rad, man. Yeah, for sure. Kale, you bet, bro. Please, sir, get some more. Yes, you guys can have more for sure. Okay, well, I really want to show you guys the app. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the computer. So from here, I have a camera here. I'm going to go to the computer. I'm going to unplug the computer or the camera, and then we'll see if that works. If it doesn't, guys, I'll record a video and send it out to everybody. But I would love to have you guys see it live. So, all right, let me switch the camera. I'm still here, guys. Don't worry. Okay, there we go. Camera switched. Go to internal. Okay. Okay, I'm still here, which is awesome. Okay, so I'm plugging this in. As you can see, it's my phone. All I'm doing is plugging it in. So if it doesn't work, I don't know why, but it was working before. Okay, that's in. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen, walking everyone through this. Okay. Okay, guys. All right, let's go. Can you guys still hear me and see me? My computer has not frozen, so I think we're good to go. But I want to make sure before. Okay, so far so good. Okay, here we go. So here's the app. Let me move this. Okay, so let me tell you what's being fixed. So you'll see here all investments. That's not going to be there. So this will be personal investments, right? But that specifically won't be there. Also, this is a slider up here. So let me add like one more here. And then I'll just add another one just so I can demonstrate it for you guys. Okay, so up at the top, your watch list, it'll be cards down here. And then you'll be able to see like your investments in real life. Obviously, you can view to go more, but then back as well. So I have no money in this, obviously, but this is the portfolio, and you can change the day and the month and the year to analyze your entire portfolio, which is pretty awesome. But that means nothing for us at the moment, just because there's no money in there. So let's click on Apple. So what you see in front of you, we have a few different charts, which this is going to be a unique feature set for us. But we're going to be able to have all these graphs and charts within our app. So we have many different time sequences, all the way down to a minute, all the way up to several years. We have different charting capability as well. So you'll see we can go different charts, bar, candlesticks, line graph. Then you can change the time and the date for your charting time. The only thing that won't be ready is the graph options here at the bottom. So we have to go through another third party to be able to get those. But so like the MACD and RSI and whatnot, those won't be ready yet for this first launch, but they're shortly going to follow after that. Also, we have here financials, so fundamental data, and we'll be able to pipe some more of that in as well. The more APIs and access that we get. And then also we have Apple specific news. This is the Apple stock. And so we have Apple specific news also within the watch list as well. Something that I wanted to point out to you all that I think is super cool. Our designers did a great job around this. But when you scroll up in app, notice the chart. It doesn't disappear. It just moves. And so you can still see what's going on as you're performing your analysis before you decide to buy. And that will be the case for all these different tabs. So as we add more into each tab, the chart will natively move. Finally, when you're ready to buy, you hit trade. Notice that you can sell or short, and then you can buy. So we're going to buy here, not going to short Apple. Normal stuff here. Now also, you see in the top right-hand corner, launch and order. That's going to change to limits. So type of order that you want to do, you can do a limit order, market order, trailing stops, everything. So that nomenclature at the top right will change. So you hit 50 shares, you review. So the engineers were messing with it today, so it's not going to actually show the moon exploding today. They had to fix some code. But when you swipe up, notice how the rocket ship comes up and the moon will explode. But they're fixing a bug in there today. But I think that's a pretty awesome feature. That's just cool. But anyways, yeah, so go back. Also, when you launch a trade, there will be a button to go like return to home screen. So then we have the bank. So we just have a wait list for coming soon. Now, you won't have to, your contact information, your first name, last name, email address, phone number will already be in the app. It will already be in the back end. And so when you hit join waitlist, you won't have to actually fill out a form. It'll just join waitlist. The Explore tab, they're finishing this tomorrow, but this will be news, trending news. We're working with Benzinga to pipe in like a live stream. And so Benzinga for 4 hours a day does live trading. And so we're trying to get that put into here. It probably won't be ready by Tuesday, but it will be ready by our actual launch to the public after our limited live. So trying to get that in there, and then just basic account stuff in here as well. But that's it. That's the app so far. We have a lot more work to do, a lot more functionality that I want to put in here. I know that we want, but this is 9 months of hard work from you guys, from our team, the engineering team, but super grateful and thankful for where we are today. Yeah, we're coming for Webull. So that's what we wanted, right? We wanted good charting, a good user interface, with the ability to put technical analysis in there without making it crazy, right? Like having to squint and move your phone around. And so that's what we're offering for version 1 of Stonks Trading app. So all that to say, let me tell you guys about something real quick. So this is cool. So we're partnering with the NASDAQ in order to for our live market data. Well, I'm talking to the director of marketing on sometime next week. I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday. And they are wanting to feature us on their NASDAQ billboard in Times Square when we launch the app to the public. And so if you guys don't know how big that billboard is, Google an image of that billboard, NASDAQ billboard in Times Square, and it's going to say, congratulations, Stonks Trading, on launching, get your 5 free shares today. And so, so I'm just making it public to you guys. We're not throwing it out there, but that is coming down the line. We're going to do some more live streams with Benzinga. I have some people reaching out to get me on their podcast. But we will take, if you guys have not seen that billboard, then I would highly recommend Googling it, because every launch of IPOs, like, they announce it there. And it's what we want, right? Like it's a statement that we're forcing our way to the table, so people can hear our voice and whatnot. So that's what I got, guys. That's what we have. This is Stonks version 1. Going to be a little cleaning up before we launch on Tuesday, or have it ready for limited live on Tuesday. But also, I would love to be able to fly everybody out there. Obviously, I can't. But if you're in the vicinity of New York City when that happens, then it would be worth getting a group picture of everybody together in front of that billboard when it happens. So that's what I got, everybody. This is what we've been working on. This is why there's bags under the eyes, and I go dark for 6 days at a time sometimes. But we've been working hard so that we can provide this not only to us as a community, but to everybody else that doesn't even know about Stonks yet and what we're trying to do. So yeah, thank you everybody for all the being a part, and that's enough. I'm drinking Eagle Rare tonight because this is awesome. So really appreciate all of you guys joining this ride. Greg, you cracked me up, dude. Okay, so that's what I got. Are there any other questions about launch, the raise, anything you guys want to know about what we're going to accomplish in the next 3 months once the app goes live? Or should we just celebrate, have a drink together, and get back to work tomorrow morning? So want to leave it open a couple more minutes, and then I have some fried chicken waiting out there, so I got to go eat that here in a sec. Daniel, good to see you, bro. Mike, nothing to do right now, man. We're just dependent on the engineers getting this out. As soon as the raise is ready, I'll send you the link. We got this. Just don't actually blow up the moon. Yeah, we will not actually blow up the moon, but we will go to the moon. When's the billboard thing in New York again? Don't know yet. It's going to be sometime in November, but I'm talking to the marketing director next week to be able to finalize kind of the strategy there. They're going to be pushing us out to their newsletters and their social channels as well. So they're going to be a significant partner for us. And it's just, I mean, it's the backing of the NASDAQ. So how much better could that be? Let me throw this out. So we sponsored an MMA fighter this week. Our logo was on his rash guard, and he won. So it's a win for Stonks. It's a win for the people, and our name is getting out there. And so I come from a grappling background. Our leadership team all wrestled in college, own jiu-jitsu gyms, and so we have a really nice network of grapplers there. Yeah, so. Yeah, I can't wait to move my money from Webull, TD, Robinhood, all into our Stonks, baby. That's what we're doing. Is Stonks app going to have some? Yeah, so great question, Jeff. So the next iteration from the watch list and like just sentiment data from the day. So there's two things I want to do. Yes, biggest gains, kind of like how Yahoo. You can filter biggest gains, biggest losses, biggest trades. But also, we've talked about this from the beginning, is I want to also have the ability to upvote a stock within the app. And so that's going to be a next iteration of the watch list and the trending stocks, is allowing the community to upvote their favorite stocks. I think that'd be kind of cool, like a Reddit type upvote. And yeah, so that feature we're definitely looking at for sure. Good, Daniel. Yeah, I don't know how well that would go, Daniel, but it'll be fun. I love wrestling, man. I'm gonna need a class on moving my money. It will actually be really easy to move your money. I don't know if we can move it from broker to broker. Let me ask Alpaca about that. But so we have a partnership with Plaid. And Plaid is literally, it just connects your bank account to Stonks and it's ready to go. Pretty simple. But we'll make a video on it. We're going to make a bunch of videos on just how to use the app, where to go for help. I'm building a FAQ library. A lot of people have been asking for that. So I've been working on that this week, shooting some videos with the camera to get that up and going also. As good as SoFi is, yeah, I'm ready to move to Stonks. I agree with you for sure. Are we going to be able to transfer from one to another, or do we have to sell off? Let me check on that. I'm not sure. I know there's a fee for transferring portfolios. Let me check with Alpaca. We have a meeting with them next week, so I'll check on that for you. Let's see. Kale asks, did we get a social trade feed? Kale is watching Tesla and the like. Helped me when I first begin. Yeah, so that is okay. So let me give you guys a glimpse into what we're doing on the social side. This will be a little ways down the line, hopefully Q1, but maybe Q2 of next year. So we're going to blend like a Twitter meets Twitch type environment. Well, it's like more like a Twitter meets Twitch meets Clubhouse into our app. And so kind of what we want is a clean type of Twitter feed where, you can, follow people, unfollow people, learn insights, but then kind of have like an influencer type deal as well, where you can subscribe to somebody's like live trading channel or fundamental trading channel, and they'd be actually professional. So like they would go through a vetting process. They'd have to prove their track record, and then you could follow people right within the platform. Kale, based exactly on this, where it's like, hey, this guy does it all the time, or this guy gave me a tip, gal gave me a tip. I'm going to follow them because I know what they're doing, or they know what they're doing. And then you can subscribe to like the top tier influencer guys that are on Wall Street or hedge fund, or former hedge fund day traders or whatnot. Those guys are valuable, especially if they're on our side. So, so just some ideas that we're doing there. You can follow people right within the platform as well. Okay, no, I mean off the other platforms. Yeah, Kyle, I know what you mean. So when you transfer from broker to broker, if you want to keep your portfolio, there's a fee to do that because they're literally moving stock from one brokerage to another. But if you sell and then transfer, then I don't know if that was your question, or I think someone else asked that, but that's okay. Robinhood, yeah. So every brokerage charges to move money because it's an actual. They're taking stock from one brokerage to the next. It's not a cash transaction, but it should be easy. Plaid is just it's an API that connects financial platforms together. Okay, so I'm pushing my ambassador program towards people new to stock trading with the promise of Stocks Academy access. When would that be rolling out to help teach newer traders? Working on that now. That's going to be a huge implementation within our next version of the app. And so if you're an ambassador, it's going to give you access to that. Still working on that. It's a lot of content to build. Working with some guys to get more alerts out to everybody. But that is a huge, this is a huge thing that we'll solve before the end of the year, for sure. I have a PC, 12 years old window. Terry, that's awesome. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. No, it's called Clubhouse. It's an app. What's the estimated IPO? Okay, so in order to be listed on the stock market, our company has to have a market cap of 110 million. And then we can be on the stock market, essentially. Or we can at least file to go onto the, public, essentially. And so, when we're running the math, we're going to charge $5, let's say on average $5 a month for the app. That's if we have 500,000 users, that's 30 million a year in revenue at a 30x multiple. That's 900 million. So we could probably start thinking about filing to go direct listing when we have 250,000 users, which it shouldn't take that long. Public hasn't been around that long. They have like 4.5 million users. And we have a very unique value proposition to the market. So I think 250,000 users, mid next year, we should be able to hit that number, if not before. I'm thinking Q1, we can hit close to that number. But so once we hit that $200 million market cap, then we can start. We're going to direct list. We're not going to IPO. So that direct listing is a lot cheaper. It's faster. I think it's like a month to go public instead of like 9 months. We'd have to do a roadshow. There's options there, but I can't commit to anything. But I'd like to have a clear understanding of where we're at in that process by the end of Q2 of next year for sure. Jeff, no worries, bro. Trying to turn this disability check into Kale, you know that, bro. It's understandable that not everything will be available at launch. Many function will be brought in. Yeah, exactly. So, what I do know is we are a hell of a lot further than Robinhood was at this version 1 of their app. If you guys remember, like 8 years ago when they launched their app, it was so hard to use. It was clunky. We are way further down the line, but we have a long ways to go. And so, so I'm happy with version 1. But we have a lot of functionality to go. Let's see. What is customer service platform, emails, chats? Who will be helping people using the app? Christina, great question. So version 1 won't have integration of customer service chat in the app. It's going to be on the website. We'll have a chat bot or like a chat screen up there. And we'll have a customer success team. So I used to have a company where we built customer success. That's customer success teams for software companies. And so that is very top of mind. As you guys know, this is the most important thing for me is making sure our clients and users are taken care of. And so we will have a team when we launch that will be able to handle inbound chat messages, emails, and then be able to help users with the platform. Once the app launches, it'll be much easier to get you. Yeah, Greg, you have to think Greg says when it's actually ready to go, people are going to download it. You have to remember too, the first 500,000 people are getting shares of the company, and the mechanism is downloading the app and opening an account. And so when they see that an actual product, they can download, go through the KYC and the onboarding process. They get their shares, they're going to be users of the app. And so I'm very, very optimistic that we can grow significantly when it's ready. Christy, we almost have 200 people in the ambassador program, and so I do suspect that launches or goes way higher when the app's done as well. But yeah, we have a little over 200 in the ambassador program. We're going to limit it to 5,000 though, because I want it to be like an OG, like first adopters that get that profit sharing for sure. 55 days left in the Navy. I need a job. Bro, congrats. That's great though. We'll talk. OGs get first dibs at job openings. Will we do an email listing for ambassadors with updated info on and any future plans for stonks? Yeah, Hugh, this is a great question. Yes, but I would like to also build this into the app. And so I want to have some spots in the app that are only available to ambassadors that also rolls out this information as well. And so the communication, so once we raise this money, we get the app launched, we get our first 10,000 users paying $5 a month. That's going to open up the cash for us to be able to really start marketing, having customer success, and everything. So it's a process where we're trying to use our cash wisely and make sure we're allocating it to getting the app done. But yeah, this is going to definitely be a big part of how we get the word out of future growth to the company. Ambassadors give them perks. That's right. That's right. It's for the OGs. Meet Kevin could help. I wish he had his own fund program. Hint. Terry, hit him up, bro. Let's go. Yeah, Meet Kevin has a huge following. So does Graham. All right, guys. It's 8 o'clock. Man, we used that full hour. And I could talk for another hour. I'm super pumped. But let's do another one of these this weekend. Well, I'm not going to commit to that. It's my wife's birthday weekend, so I can't commit to that. But if not this weekend, let's hit it up next Tuesday. And then I'll be able to give you guys kind of where we're at with Limited Live. But really, really appreciate all of you. Thank you for taking the time on a Wednesday night to hang out with me for a drink. And we're just getting started. This is going to get crazy. We think it's busy now. It's going to be wild. But really excited for the ride and the progress that we made. Thank you to all of you that are participating and have been here from the beginning and have come in later. There's a lot of people that have come in later. But yeah, really appreciate all of you for your participation in our company as we build it. So if you need anything, you all know how to get a hold of me. But until next time, guys, peace out. Have a great rest of your week. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.